Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Uncomfortable Friends, episode 32, I believe. We are flying through this series. Whew. Okay, so I did do a little bit off recording. Did just about finish this up. I got a few more walls. Did get it all plumbed in. I'm going to turn this into my water tank. So I did put some airflow tiles in there. We also got plumbing set up to start vacuuming out, and then once it's done, it'll hop on this lovely canal of bridges all the way down into our hydrogen generators. Well, into our storage tanks, into our hydrogen generators, which should help offset some of the power as well. I'm not 100% sure if I want to use the anti-entropy thermonullifier much more for right now. That might come in handy later, but looking, we do have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 running the colony right now. We're going to run 6 with the potential of adding more later. We got a little bit more room down here. We'll see how our hydrogen levels are doing. We do have 2 spawns that are going to be working pretty much full time. I did disconnect the power just for the time being. So this way we're not running those while we're still getting oxygen and everything back in here. But hopefully this episode we can get a lot of this stuff done. We do have enough plastic, I believe, to finish everything. Let's see. Not where I was wanting to go. So we have a total of 7.7 tons. Available is 4. We're reserving that for the beds. I'm assuming the beds. I did get our little phloxes back up and running because they weren't fertilizing these anymore for some reason. If nothing else, for the eggs and the meat, because we need eggs and meat. We did have a spill in here. I'm assuming some ice melted, and yeah, didn't like that. I'm going to move some of the facilities on over as we get a little bit closer. Oh, I gotta close that up just a little bit. So 170 down to 128. I would like to put a little bit of automation in here. I'm going to have to with the conveyor chute for sure, but for right now, I do need to do a little bit more research on how to do so. I am waiting for a bottle of hydrogen to come out of here at some point, but not much hydrogen is going in there at the moment. We'll do like a 30 kilo packet. We got about 10. Now the fun part is going to be hydrogen floats. I'm gonna have to see if I can empty it once I block it off. If not, I may have to finagle something different. Oh, and this will shrink up a little bit once that one's sealed in as well. Run that up there so we can close that off as well. Our toilets up here should be getting some water eventually, and I also did set up water to be dumped all the way from over here, so that's going to be a good thing. And we are going to have to crack into this cool slush geyser probably sooner than anticipated, so I think what I may do is just build a drop tank down to somewhere in here. So if we follow it straight down, it's going to lead right into here. So let's grab us some airflow tiles, and we'll follow this line straight down, go over 2. That looks like it's about even with everything else. We do want to dig all of this guy out, and we will run a new ladder up this side and dig out pretty much all of that. And we will also dig out, let's see. If I dig out a 3, 4, that should allow it to go down gently, I'm hoping. And that should pop out polluted water. With the polluted water, we can do a couple of different things with it. We can steam it off, make regular water. Oh, we're starting to get some water in here now, actually. And that is already set up and ready. This is filled with ice already, so that is a great thing. I just put these here so we can get all of this ice kind of somewhere. And then I may want to do, let's see, we'll take a water sieve, sieve, how do you guys say it? And we'll flip it that way. And we will just kind of pre-plumb everything. I'm not sure how much we're actually going to get out of it. I am horrible at that kind of Ani math. Plop you right there. And we will run a insulated pipe right into there. And then you into there. Might as well just go ahead and dig all of that out as well so we have a nice straight shot. Power-wise, conductive wire. right on in. And I will have to run a ladder straight up. I don't know why they can't reach that. They take the ladder straight up, move over. Boop, we're good. We will dig that out. Can you guys not get up this side anymore for some reason? You cannot. We have a sucrose pile up. Nope, that had nothing to do with it. Okay, there we go. Right here, I will change these into storing like so. We have some random wart seeds. We are starting to get some of these rooms finished up. We are at 141, and the nature reserve was 120. So let's see. Okay, so we should be good with that. And then once they get this piece done up, we should be okay. We are running horribly low on iron because we are using iron for like everything at the moment. So let's take a look at some conductive wiring. Get you plugged in and going. Okay, so let's do 450. Copy that. Place it there. No liquid water intake, empty pipe. And yes, they're getting cold damage. Okay, so I do need to get these running. So let's go ahead and just copy that over. We'll be above 250 and copy and paste. Holy crud, they ate through that water. So let's snip that for a minute, see if we start getting some flow back up. And that water is a little toasty. And we're going to do a super mop because for some reason we ran out of water again. And everyone decided to use the floor. One day I'll understand it. So construction, we're going to make you at a 9. Cleaning at a 9 all the way across. That fall under duties? Okay, so the water in there is 32. We should be okay with that. And these will stay max pressured for a little while. Let's copy that over like so. And let's also hop back down here. What is this oil at? 51.4 conductive. We're waiting on steel for that. But what we can do is pop that guy on in. All of these have been kind of cleaned out a little bit. Okay, I think we are all cleaning 9. I just want all this stuff out. I want to be able to seal this up and be done. Hold off on doing that one just right now. Relocate you to right there. And I do need to prioritize that a little bit higher. And our relocate will be a 6. So this should be just about ready to be a nature reserve. Let's take a look up here. You're actually getting low very quickly. Hopefully now that we have this little bit better up and running, we will be done. And we do have something that is entombed. Our new lovely pump. Oh, why are you being made out of ceramic? Let's take a look at our plumbing. No, not the ceramic. We want the liquid pipes out of granite. Oh, I was using insulated, that's why. There we go. That'll be better. Now, if you are above 250, we should have a good enough divide there. We'll do like so and like so. If you're above 450 and above 450, pipes are blocked. Oh, because my silly self. That should do it. But that should help out a little bit once we start living in it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dupes can come over. And let's see, we're still waiting on our relocate. Now this could be a very, very sketchy thing that we're gonna do. Okay, because our tile is at negative 3.8. Which our ethanol is only at negative 3.8. Now, I want to get you queued up, but I want to empty you on an oh no priority. And I'm hoping that it will work the way I'm thinking. Actually, to the point, let's, hold on, cancel that. If I do tile, so I think I can build diagonally. It's going to be our best way to do this. I don't think I'll be able to get that cold enough. And if I open it up in there... Yeah, do it. Hurry, 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 hurry. Darn it. Okay, so what's another option? Okay, that's not helping. So let's see. If I do chlorine gas, it's negative 34. Okay, so let's get some of that chlorine again. And we're going to relocate you there. So as long as it doesn't hit below negative 34, we're okay. This will work its way out eventually, right? Yeah. Okay, so now that we have all of our basics going, we are waiting on one suit and 2 little pieces of wire that we can't reach. I was wondering why they weren't working on it. This is still running great. This is slowly heating up. Up here... Yeah, we still need more hydrogen. And somehow I got polluted water in here. I wonder if I had some drop down or if I had polluted ice. That's too much to mop up. Oh, that is the last little bit of water from here. Okay. Before we get too far, let me go ahead and cut here. I'm going to go into plumbing, and I'm doing another liquid filter because I don't want that to break. And we will do a liquid pipe, yep, directly out of there, and one out this way with a bridge and some more piping going up into here. And we will need a little bit of power. So there we go. Yeah, we're having toilet issues. What do we have in here? Sucrose, steel. Are we out of ice in here? So the beds may be needing to move sooner than later. Bump that up to an 8. Priority on construction. The rest of it can come as it does. And there. I mean, there's plenty of bottles of water here, so there is no reason that they should not use that. And then we'll be able to reclaim everything over here soon. And soon this will start. Yep, there we go. Getting a bunch of polluted ice, instantly turning into polluted ice, I should say. Not a huge amount, but it will work. Oh, they're going to be so cozy over here. And then as soon as they enable that, they'll start taking their suits off and all that fun stuffs. I do have you set to water, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of messes. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, I think we should have enough beds soon. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh, we're getting there. We are going to start moving people over real soon. All of this polluted water. And then let me take a storage bin and put it right there. Yep, I had a feeling that was going to happen. I might change that over to a door because we got water, we got polluted water. Oh, and I just realized that's going to be breaking our stuffs down here. Yep, that's going to hurt. Alright, I think we have enough beds. There we go. I will leave this over here just until we get everything else working on the other side. It's probably going to be a pain in the rectum to do so, but we're going to have to. So let's empty you on like a 6, and then hopefully we'll start getting some of this other stuff done soon. That's going to be an oh-go. Go, 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 go! Okay, we still have our chlorine gas in there. I think we did it. We did. Got some hydrogen and everything escaped, but it'll work. And let's up that, so hopefully they'll come over here a little bit more. Still nothing going through those. We'll up that to a 6. They're working on this, and they'll slowly start working on everything else. I really hope they know to go to their new beds. Okay, yes, some of them are being taken. Thank goodness. I don't really want to use wolframite. Alright, let's just do this. And out of iron ore, please. Alright, that one's good. That one's good. What you mean you got no O2? Okay, so that's all going good. Let's up to a 6 on that construction, on that, and on that. Okay, we are starting to get some water in, so they will start using the restrooms over here, hopefully. Woo! Let's hope. We got showers, sinks are not operational. Oh, we're getting someone using the pate. And the shower, look at it go. Why was it so cold? It's coming out at, yeah, a decent temperature. Okay, it might have just been in the pipe too long. Okay, and we're starting to get some positive backflow from it. It'll take a little bit of time, but we're gonna get there. All right, let's unhook that. Hopefully that'll fill up a little bit of the stuff. And the more we use, the better it gets. Okay, so we're gonna let that go. We are good here. Pipe is blocked. Oh, I connected that like a dope. We have mercury in there. Lovely. I guess we're gonna do the same thing here. Liquid pipe coming out. I'll just let you drop right there. Right there. Exactly where I wanted you. Okay, so we're gonna let that run. Should start getting some water through here soon. Yes, I hear all the messes you guys are making. We are gonna have to start getting some positive water coming back through soon. So best way to do so, don't really know how I want to do that one. But the good news is we're not collapsing completely, just mostly. Okay, so we're doing good there. Why are you? Because we're out of water. Oh, this is going to be an issue really quickly. Okay, let's get that going again. Okay, there we go. We are not going to run it down that way anymore. And we will get rid of a lot of this piping real quick. This one is going from the filter down and over. Lag. I could start jumping this into there, but I'm not sure the best way to get that out at the moment. Why is there no power? So I want you to filter out polluted water. Everything else goes down this way. And I don't need the carbon dioxide. We do have some polluted water down here. I'm not going to stress about it. Let's see if this little guy, we are still waiting on... I kind of just want to see this thing work. Here we go. I mean, otherwise everything's going okay. I mean, it's not horrible. I do want to turn you off. I mean, power's still working. We're starting to get a little bit of water again. For granted, it's from this source, but they can go potty again. And let's mop and see what we got. We're gonna go with the barbecue. And let's see if we can start making anything. We will make pike apple skewers and sleet wheats, souffle pancakes, omelets, make it all. There we go. Waiting on iron ore for that. Are we low on? We are out of iron again because that's not done. Let's make all these 9s. And I do need to run this pipe up here at some point. This is turning into a bit more of a challenge than I initially anticipated. It's sticky there. And I'll just honestly mop all of that up. What do we have in there? We got crude oil, nothing. Liquid chlorine, mercury, and nothing. Yeah, so let those guys work. Wait for all of this. Cleaning. And duties. Waiting on power up here in the form of tungsten. I do need to get you... I'm not sure what was going on with that one. There we go, but now we got some stuff moving again. Albeit baby amounts, it's something. Okay, let's take a look. We are out of tungsten and iron again. What are we making? Iron. Oh, it's all the resources. I'm about to uncap this guy down here, just so I can get all that copper. I mean, honestly, there is enough liquid down here. Oh, the copper's at 106. I'm about to do the stupid thing. because all you guys are in here, aren't you? And we are about to lose calories. Well, no, we've lost calories. That should reverse that flow whenever he's done doing that. I don't like doing that, but for right now, I think it's our only option. Unreachable by a lot. Yeah, you guys have suits. Use them. Oh, that might be what's broken. Alright, gotta get that going. We have a lot of oxygen. They're just gonna be a little chilly. For once, I'm not worried about power. I never thought doing something as simple as building this would cause all of this. Up that priority so we can keep everything else going. And right now we just have a bunch of mercury at the bottom of this. I do need to figure out where I'm going to put my farms. Up here is going to get toasty. It's going to be a little bit harder to cool. I could put the farms over here, especially like the sleet wheat, because that's negative 55, and then just leave this guy pretty much going, or continue pumping some of the stuff through there. There we go. I think all the suits ended up over here. Okay, I'm gonna disable this one as well, just to get them moving on this stuff. Because the sooner I can get this going, what are we short? Tungsten. Let's disable this one. Like, I'm stuck. Okay, so that's fixed. We're gonna get a wee bit of water going back up. We are getting there. There we go. Oh, I would love to get rid of all the spaghetti mess over here. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so biobot builders. So uses zombie spores and steel to craft biofueled machines that can be sent into hostile environments. Defunct biobots drop harvestable steel. Allows a skilled duplicant to manufacture a steady supply of icky yet effective bots. Interesting. What do you output? That would be my biggest concern, is what does it output? Debunk that just for a minute to get this guy up and running good. Hopefully it was enough. It's a constant battle. I don't think I have an easy-ish way to hook that in yet. No. Oh, we have meteor showers. We're dropping down more snow. Okay. You know what? Let's take this. Let's take this. Let's put you here. Or actually, cancel that. What do we have coming in here? Snow, ice, crushed ice. On sweep only. Oh, you guys are gonna hate me. You're up here in a meteor shower. Collecting this junk. Pop that one to a 7 so we can start getting that in there, because that should melt it pretty quick, and then we can refill this tank and get everything functioning again. Because we need that to work, to get this to work, to get everything else to work. Let me get this fixed up, and I'll be back. Okay, everybody. I think I got most of the issues figured out now. I am gonna dig up that one block, and hopefully it'll trickle down that way instead. Okay, so we're getting stuff working again. Got plenty of oxygen, strangely enough. Let's go ahead and plant a couple of these. Yeah, there we go. Briar Bluffs, that's 10 to 30. Those will definitely go up top. And mallow mellows. We have tranquil toes, -90 to -0.01. So no tranquil toes. Plant some cacti. I think that's all of our plants that we needed. We'll plant jumping joya. A mirror there. Okay. This needs to be polluted water. There we go. That should get those out pretty quick. Let's take a look here. Nothing here yet. I will unhook from there. And let me copy that setting real quick. Okay. Now nobody in or out. We're starting to get some water yet. As the water starts heating up, we'll be okay. And I think over here we're actually good. Let's take a look. Yeah, our line is filling up pretty nicely. What do we have you? We have you at 6. We have you at a 6. Okay. Over here, it's going rough, but we are going. Do we have over here done yet? Not quite. We need more iron, iron, iron. And I have plenty of iron queued up. Let's cancel that. Steel, we have none. Tungsten, we will hold off on that. Let's see. Yeah, we're good enough on tungsten for right now. I'm worrying about iron and steel. And let's see, are we moving here? Oh, we're getting some movement. It's not necessarily positive, but it's something. Why are you breaking? Too cold. And how much power do we draw? 960 watts. Well, it's gonna be interesting. Honestly, at this point, even if it's the mercury in there, it's gonna have to be okay. And all of this is polluted water now. Lovely. Alright, so the tepidizer is in. We do need to, yep, there we go. One more. There you go. It'll take it a minute to get submerged in something. Let me go ahead and just cut power to you. That will allow this to fill up a little bit and start heating stuff up. Like I said, even if it's mercury at this point. There we go. Okay, so I am going to get this guy running, whether it likes it or not, and I will be back with you when that happens. Okay, everybody. We're getting somewhere again. We've got the liquid tepidizer up and running officially. It is heating up everything. It'll take a little while. We got 10 tons of ice in here, 246 kilos of snow, 3,359 kilos of polluted ice. So it'll just take a minute. Some of this will start popping a little bit sooner than others, and then soon it'll start dumping everything in. I am going to turn the mercury off on that, but this guy goes to 800 degrees. I think that's where it stops. It's 800 degrees. But it is definitely going to be a power sink for right now, and it looks like we're actually getting some straight up polluted water coming down finally. So that'll definitely help out a good bit too. Let me go ahead and grab all of this as well. And I've also made a decision. I'm ready for everyone to move as soon as we get this guy fully functioning again. But here's our little colony, our big colony. Alright, we're gonna let the water go. Let's try to mop up the mercury. Okay, so we're gonna have to cut it there until that mercury is mopped up. How we keep getting mercury in there, I really don't know. But I do not have a filter on this setup. Silly me. But we have some water in here, polluted water. Let's go ahead and hook back up here now that we have a decent amount over the tepidizer. And see if we can maybe get some good stuff going. Oh, maybe we can do something good finally. I just need to keep an eye on this temperature and start filling up this tank. And I would like to sweep all of this up, please. Okay, first set is going good. Let's take a look here. Primarily hydrogen up here. Pop you back to the 250. That'll help equalize everything. And this one is by far a ways away from that. And yeah, we're gonna get polluted oxygen and stuff for a minute or two. Okay, so enable this again. We are also going to do a silly thing of putting a container right there. And these are all over pressurized. Okay, but you know what? We're doing it. We're making the thing happen. Everything else is falling in here, and I'm okay with that. You know, I might make this into a little freezer tank. You know, that may not be a bad idea. Because I do need to figure out what I'm going to do with this loop now that... Well, you know, we could turn this into a full-fledged garden. So, let's see. I know the biggest thing that we need for these is what? Dirt? Dirt. Do we have enough dirt? Yeah, we got plenty of dirt. Let's copy that. Run that over. I also did set up some automation right here. Oh, I never hooked you up to the main power bank. Nope, not heavy watt conductive. Just... Oh, it was heavy watt conductive. There we go. Just regular heavy watt. Okay, we are still doing good here, sitting at 60 degrees, getting a lot of junk flowing out, a lot of junk flowing in. Storage unavailable for polluted water. Oh, that's interesting. Because I also have this down here that wants polluted water. Okay, there's no telling. Now we got water and water. Hook that a little bit back up. Not that it's gonna do much. Aside from make a mess. So many little things that need fixing. So many of them. But we got this system somewhat running now. Are we equalized over here? Pretty much. We'll go above our 250 on this side now. That should be reactivated. It just takes a lot of oxygen to fill up those suits to start out. I do want Atmos suits in here and worn Atmos suits. These ones are going to stay deactivated, and everyone should be pretty much over at the other side. I am going to start deconstructing stuff over here next episode. So next episode will be the Great Base Teardown. I will definitely take that ice. Thank you very much. And hopefully we can get everything fixed here. But that tepodizer is definitely helping. And if we look at like our ice, polluted ice, it's getting there. And actually what I may do is take this, plop that there. You are set up for sweep only ice and all that fun stuff. And I'm going to shut you off of polluted ice. You can keep getting all that nasty junk. But this should all start warming up slowly. Probably very slowly because of the amount of it that's in here. But hey, that's what we gotta do. Yep, look, we're starting to get some water over here. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, they just need to, you know, get their suits on. How's everyone doing? Well, I'm gonna let this run for a little bit. Make sure everything is going nice and well. And, you know, potentially throw in another one of these lovely storage bins with nothing but sand, because apparently I'm going to have to do it. I can't decide what temperature it wants to be. I love it. And I am going to shut off that tepodizer. There we go. Okay, so next episode is nothing but straight out cleanup. Potentially finishing up a few things over here. Unfortunately, a lot of this stuff I don't really have any access to. Like, I don't even think I can get lettuce on this map. And if I can, it's probably way down here where it's a little bit warmer. I do have some of these hexalate fruits. Single calorie dense though. Lots of eggshells. Oh, yeah, I never even checked on that. Just a lot of oil. Nothing in there yet. We do have hexalate. We have mealwood. Ooh, we have mealwood. Which is good from 10 to 30. Get some food, Death Eater. Yes. My old colonies lived on mealwood, and there's a pitch of pepper plant. 35 to 85. It's 31. So if I set you to harvest, and all of this stuff to harvest, because why not? a very inappropriate way to look at this, but hi, I'm Nimrod. Nice to meet you. So I'm gonna let this run for a little bit, make sure everything is set up, cleaned up, and ready to go. And if this whole little system works, it will put the food in here that needs to be cooked. It'll put the ingredients from here into here and drop them down. And then they can grab it out. It'll loop around whenever it's a fully cooked meal of any of these choosings. See, look at Green Real go. Look at him go. Let's get that polluted water out of there. Well, until next time, everyone, stay froggy.